Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel, Roseology. I'm so honored to have you here with me today. This video is for all of my beautiful Geminis out there. That is Sun, Moon, Rising, even Venus. So I'm going to be covering the energetic forecast that I see for your month of August. I'll be telling you about the challenges, blessings, your main area of focus, as well as I've even channeled a message from your spirit guides for this reading. So let me first start out by saying a massive thank you to all of you new subscribers and you day one subscribers. Welcome to your soul tribe. I appreciate each one of you for giving me and my channel a chance. The space that we are creating together is so positive and encouraging, and I love you guys so much for being a part of that. Literally every one of you is like such a bright light in my life and on this channel, and that means so much to me. There's already so much negativity going around in the world, even in the spiritual community. We're not safe, and I feel as though all of us here are working every day to be strong enough not to be drawn into any of the antics or negativity. And it's interesting because just a few days ago, after meditating, a message came to me, and it's about how our beautiful creator is the source that created all. Everything comes from that source of unconditional love, and it is through our own process where we take that energy from source and we metabolize it through our own will and choices, and that ends up manipulating, influencing, or directing how and what that energy becomes. And that is why 3 is such a magical number, because it is the number of creation. It is source plus us equaling another energetic entity. So it's really about what energy are you responsible for producing with source. What world are you co-creating with the energy around you? Are you putting out positivity or something different? Because whatever energy we put out into the world is exactly what returns to us. And I feel like that's a major theme for this Leo season, is becoming more aware of the energy that we are creating, because this season is all about getting back whatever you've been putting out. And I've been seeing this all around me in my personal life and several of the readings that I've done. So be responsible and accountable for the energy that you are creating. This Leo season isn't about others, it is about us. It's about the self. So despite what may have been done to you or inflicted on you, the core of this month has an intense focus on the self. So before getting into this reading, I have to say that this is a general reading and not a personal one. So you have to apply your own intuitive abilities for this message to really resonate with your own individual spirit. To help you get intuitively tapped into this reading, I'm going to be offering a brief meditation. So if you'd like to participate in that, get into a nice, quiet, and relaxed space, and go on ahead and take a few deep breaths. Start by inhaling for about 5 seconds, hold that breath for 3 seconds, and then exhale for 6 to 7 seconds. Do that breathing technique a few times, and after that you should be in a very nice relaxed space. And then we'll go on ahead and start that meditation right now. All right, so hopefully that meditation was enough time for you to get your own psychic abilities revved up and going. If not, feel free to pause this video. Don't forget to check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign videos if you haven't already. I've linked each sign's video in the description down below. So for those of you that are ready, thank you again for tuning in and being a bright light in this world. Now let's see what beautiful message August has for you. All right, Gemini, so welcome to your reading. So we're going to be starting off with this card all the way over here to the left. And this card is going to be representative of the challenging energy for the month of August. Let's go ahead and take a look over here. And we have the 2 of Swords in reverse. Okay. All right, Gemini. So I see the main challenge of this month is being without a referee for your mind. It's as if you've lost your footing or grounding when it comes to dealing with your own mind. And this could be because Mercury, your ruling planet, recently went direct after being retrograde, but it's currently in a state until the middle of the month where it's almost resting. And this is referred to as some by retro shade, where the planet is finally moving forward again, but it's not moving full speed yet. So this is a time where we are reflecting on what retrograde taught us. We are reviewing all of the red marks on our proofread paper so we can make adjustments, so to say. And that's where I'm seeing my Geminis in August. You're in a mental state of almost floating because you're going direct, but not entirely yet. So I'm seeing you be almost too mentally flexible, and that's where the challenge lies. It's amazing to be open-minded and to have an expanded consciousness, but that doesn't mean that we need to renounce boundaries altogether. Because when you are boundless, there's nowhere solid for for you to balance on or to center yourself. So this is causing an issue where you have a lack of grounding, but don't fight this period. Take your time to review everything that you learned, or the carnage that Mercury retrograde plus the eclipses and the other generational planets being retrograde caused last month. Rest right now and review what it is that you've learned, or clean up what's been caused by last month's semi-chaotic behavior. That the way you can reestablish some sort of definitiveness about what you think or at least feel. Everyone needs to have some sort of solid ground in order to be able to move forward, or to at least be able to choose a direction to move forward in. So this lack of boundaries or lack of being able to make a decision may cause you to feel a little uncertain, or like you are still in some sort of brain fog, no man's land, but you'll be coming out of that shortly. Another challenge I'm seeing here is someone or something needing you to make a choice, or you feeling pressure to make a choice. And it's like you can't even form options or opinions because you're still so uncertain about where it is that you stand. So that means you may be uncertain about what you want and need. Take that time to yourself. And if anyone or anything is rushing you, tell them to go burn some time until you're ready, because you need and deserve time and space to come to your own conclusions, okay? All right, so let's check out this middle card here. This card here is representative of the blessings. So let's go ahead and see what we have going on for August. And we have the Fool. So you're getting to start over, Gemini. That's why you can't make your mind up, because none of the options available to you have your interest at all. You want different choices or new options entirely. And if you don't have those, you're not really interested in securing any sort of stance about what it is that you want. You're being given another chance here. Whatever it may be, you have been given another opportunity. This could be a job or relationship, money, career, just life in general, health, whatever it may be, you have another shot here. So take advantage of that. For some of you, I'm seeing you have the option to create the option to start over entirely. Some of you aren't even interested in anything that you had in the past. Some of you are looking exclusively at the future because there's nothing in your past that could interest you at all. If you find yourself resonating with any of that, then this is your confirmation to start over or start fresh. Leave the past where it is and don't try to revive it, because there's brand new options out there that belong to you. You get to form this new option into exactly what you want. So for some of you, you may have been wondering, should I leave or say goodbye to this, or start over with this, or take a shot at that? And this is a huge resounding yes, as well as this key is saying you are protected in whatever endeavors you choose. The Fool has this sort of blind faith that he's not aware of, but it protects him so much because he doesn't necessarily know what the future holds. He's just putting one foot in front of the other. But because of that, he has this humble faith that keeps him protected enough to create whatever reality he wants, one step at a time. So this is kind of that formless stage where you are literally allowed to create whatever it is that you want. I'm just seeing a huge, go for it, honestly. And I feel like many of you may be struggling from this kind of Two of Swords, because you really want to do something, but you don't know how you're going to pull it off, or how it's going to go, or if you are going to succeed. So this key here is telling you not to worry about the details. The Fool doesn't worry about the details. He just goes because something is reaching out to him. And it's that blind, humble faith that leads him to victory and success. He ends up winning in some way, shape, or form, because he has left where he came from in search of something better, and he finds exactly that. So trust it and go for whatever this may be. Trust yourself. That's the biggest message here for the month, okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at this third card here. This is going to be showing me the focal point of your August. So what it is that you're mainly going to be focused on. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God, yeah. So your focus for the month is what I just mentioned. You're going to want to know the ins and outs of something before you invest in it or choose it. And I understand that entirely, being a Taurus myself, but that's not going to do you any good worrying about the details. Stressing and obsessing over the components of something is going to keep you in this Two of Swords headspace where you can't decide on anything. So you just stay stuck in the same place, just stagnant. The Wheel of Fortune, in a general sense, means the tides are turning. Good fortune is coming your way. You may not understand how or why this is happening, but it is. You're going to be so focused on how to make something work and the details that you're going to miss out on the opportunity to just start, just begin, just take the first step, like the Fool here. And like I said, the Fool, he doesn't worry about the details like the Wheel of Fortune. There's a lot going on in this Wheel of Fortune key here, but it's not your concern right now. The details are irrelevant at this point. I'm pretty sure at some point the details will hold more significance significance, but right now it's all about you taking that very first step. Then everything will begin to make sense as you put one foot in front of the other. But staying in that same spot, wondering, worrying, contemplating, and imagining about how things will work or end up is a complete waste of valuable energy, okay? Just trust yourself. So let's take a look at this card, and this is going to be showing me the message that your spirit guides have for you. And we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Exactly. So your guides are even trying to tell you not to be worried about the tedious details and features. This card upright shows a man working hard and carefully at something, at creating something. He keeps reproducing the same thing over and over and over again because he's trying to capture the perfect result or create the perfect product. In reverse, this is the polar opposite. Your guides are telling you this month, don't stress over every little factor. You are a Gemini. You are a natural brainiac of the zodiac. You live in your mind because it's an amazing place for you. You love to learn, and you do that by zoning in on specific details, but especially the ones that you don't understand. Anytime a Gemini doesn't understand how something works, your instincts tell you to deconstruct it completely so you can piece it back together and see the inner makings of it. This month, you have to go against your own curious nature that desires to know every function and just be or just allow. Your guides are trying to tell you to forget about all of that because you need to focus your energy on doing. And you are a mutable sign. So this is not in your nature to just do. It's in your nature to flow or follow the trail that you are drawn to. But go against your nature this month, your instincts and everything in your being that makes you you, so you can go after what's yours or what you want. This will be difficult at first, but eventually it will be required for you to apply that genius mind of yours. It's just that the time for that isn't necessarily here yet, okay? So let's take a look at your oracle cards, see what else we're seeing for your month. And the very first one that we have is a werewolf exploring wildness. Okay, I love this card so much because the werewolf, he just allows, he surrenders to his body as it morphs into something else entirely. This is exactly the point you're at this August. You're at the point where you must surrender to this thing that you want or desire, or this thing that you are trying to create. Surrender to the process that is requiring your trust and blind faith like the fool. When you surrender to it, this project or circumstance or goal is going to develop on its own. The only thing you need to concern yourself with is simply beginning by taking that first step, okay? Next card we have here, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. Yes, every card here is saying screw the details. Look at the bigger picture. Get the aerial bird's eye view, not the up close and personal view. Zoom out of your own head and being so you can trust, because if you focus on every little detail, you're not going to be able to see every little thing that is working in the energetic realm. We are human. We can't see all the workings of the spiritual realm, but the spirit world does a lot in terms of helping us. There's plenty of things happening all around you that is supporting this new journey or next step, and you aren't aware of it all. So if you zone in on the fine details, you're going to be consumed by how this is working and how that is working, because like I was saying with the Wheel of Fortune card here, is you won't be able to understand how these things are coming together just yet. So just trust that it is working in your favor. Whole idea behind the Wheel of Fortune is there's a lot going on, but it is all working together in this kind of cohesive way, in a beneficial way, okay? So definitely look at the bigger picture. Don't zoom in and look at the small stuff in the Wheel of Fortune, because if you do, it's just going to get extremely confusing. Zoom out and see that it is a big, beautiful ball of mess that works so amazingly. It is constructive chaos, I guess you could say. And the next card that we have here is the Journey. Oh my God, yes. Again, your guides are screaming at me to scream at you that you need to trust the journey. It's about the journey, not the details or the destination. The journey is all about putting one foot in front of the other. Like on a road trip, you are aware of every exit you take and every road you turn down to get to where you're going. Be aware of every step you take, but don't be consumed by it. There's a delicate balance that must be maintained between that dance this month, all right? And the very last card that we have here is confusion. What did I tell you guys? This feels like a warning to me. I know it's going to be difficult for you guys. Like I was saying, you have to go against your own nature. But if you choose to hyper focus on every little thing that is happening around you, or hyper focus on what could happen, you will suspend yourself in a state of confusion and illusion. You will stagnate your own progress and journey, and you won't budge an inch. This will create a toxic cycle of obsessing and stressing instead of trusting. Please just trust yourself and trust spirit this month. Remember, there's a huge yes to this thing that you've been wondering about or drawn to or interested in, but your journey is going to end before it even begins. If you worry yourself about the small stuff, do not do that. You have some amazing things coming to you very, very soon. Claim them by trusting. If you don't trust or have faith, you will suspend yourself in this place. As well as, I just have to say, for any of my Geminis that are unhappy right now or feeling like there's no end in sight to the struggle, there is an end. You have to zoom out of the situation that you are in to see that the wall in front of you is not a cage. It's just a wall. You can go around it, but you're never going to be able to see that if you stay focusing on the small points. See the bigger picture and you will see a way out of your struggle or unhappiness, all right? So this is all that I'm seeing for my Geminis. I pray that this reading brought you guys some love, support, clarity, and strength for the month of August, but you guys are going to be okay. Just really trust in your process and everything that is going on right now. Don't hyper focus on the details. Just really enjoy the doing part right now. Okay. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign videos if you haven't already. Hopefully you guys come back to visit me sometime soon, but until then, I will see you guys next time. All right. Bye guys.